Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode. It is officially year 3. Year 3 in Farming Simulator 22 with myself, Steve Woody. This is No Man's Land. And in this playthrough, we've just hit August. We've just hit August. Our wheat is ready to harvest, so we're going to grab that today. We actually don't have any equipment to deal with that, but we'll sort that out in a bit. We've got the water here. We've got all the flowers here, so we can sort these out. These kind of got left in a bit of a mess last night, so we'll tidy all this up. We'll get these probably not sold, but definitely ready for sale. There's loads here. It's just not the ideal time of the year to be selling flowers at the moment, so we're just going to work on the storage and tidying them up. We'll get the Arctic trailer loaded. We're going to check out our gold and see how that's going today. We had an update yesterday, so that's done, so we can check that out as well. Check out the animals, we'll see how they're doing. See how our farmer's doing. Yeah, look, there's 3 gold panels there. We'll get rid of these first and foremost. We need to buy a new tractor. That's definitely on the agenda. We should be able to do that today, actually. I think we'll have enough to buy a new tractor. We need to buy some new land. We need to make new land, so we need to cultivate some new land. So we actually have a really busy day today, lots to do. I want to get a forklift. I want to get a decent forklift, that's something else we want to buy. Lots of things we want to do. These 1.6 ton gold bullion pallets, really quite difficult to lift up. So we're going to chuck those in the cart. Each one worth about 20,000 each roughly, so good money just here alone over the course of the night, which is really good. We'll check the production chains, we'll check the animals. We'll get the crop sorted. We get the new field sorted. We need to do that today as well. It's going to require a bit of seeding, so we need to buy a seeder. Probably need to buy a cultivator as well. Lots of things we need. But first and foremost, before we do anything else, we need to just get rid of this gold. We need to check on the silage and see how the silage is looking. It's gold bullion. Okay, yeah, there we are. Okay, a very noisy factory that as well. One in the future I think we'll look to move. Okay, that looks to be good to me. Leave that there. And we'll jump in the car. Right, let's go and sell this. We'll go and chuck these straps on. Now, we haven't done 3 before, so it's going to be a lot heavier. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, we've got a methane tank there. Remember we did a methane tank we did as purple, and we have a water tank the same, which is blue. We can tell the difference between the methane and the water. Yeah, this is definitely rocking out that suspension. You can see it wobbling like from the left to the right there. I mean, these are 1.6 tons each, so that's 3.6. Oh no, so yeah, 1.6 ton each. Sorry, so that's over 4 ton, almost 5 ton there. Let's get it sold. Be careful we don't crash. We're going to slow down a bit as we get up here. And just before we sell them, we just want to see what the price of this gold is at the moment. How much does it fluctuate? So between 16 and 17, not really that bad actually. And where we are at the moment in August, definitely taking a bit of a hit, but you know what, it's fine. We do with the money, so yeah, the extra 3 grand we're going to lose on this isn't that much of a problem. So we'll sell that. Nice, now it's at 84,000 there. And let's take this back. Also, we need to take that as well. We've just got the stone in it for the gold. We'll do that in a minute. The AI looks like it's got a bit of a problem, so we'll sort that out as well. There's lots of little jobs we're going to try and do as quick as we can this morning. I don't want to run out of time today. We've got a lot to do with the fields. Got to plough these new fields. That's going to take some effort as well. It's got the grass to pick up on this field. It's not quite done. So yeah, definitely want to get the most of these fields sorted out as best we can. Alright, so there's the car for now. That can kind of just stay there. Let's have a look and see how... okay, so yeah, mate, you got stuck here. That's fine. So we understand that these trees, they cause some problems. I can fix this by editing the route, and I'll play about with that in a bit. It's not really been a priority to sort out at the moment, but it is absolutely something I need to do. But also we have a new field layout as well, so that's going to make life a bit easier. Alright, so we're just going to go and press continue from nearest waypoint, and he should carry on in that straight line now, which is good. We've got the water on here. Let's just we're going to dump some water in here, and then we're going to check in on our production lines. So we've got water there, water there, water there. They're good. We need... okay. So we need water here. We need methane. We need water and we need methane in there. Okay, so that's good to know. So chucking our water in there. That's now done. Let's leave. So we know we've got enough water in there. That should keep us going for a bit. And we need to do a round trip here. So we come out of here after we filled the water up. We need to come here for water, which is our second stop. Put some water in there, so that's done. And because we're saving money now, because we don't want to spend money on water, we then come round the back here, and we'll do a little path for this later. And we stick him right there. Turn that on, jump in there, refill. There we go, now he's refilling. Great. Alright, so that problem's done. He's good, he's good. Nothing else to do there. Check on the animals, let's see how the oh no, sorry, yeah, I've got to do wood. That's something else I've got to do. Yeah, lots to do today, so let's get some wood. I just need a little bit of wood, but we're going to do that so we can get that sawmill going, so... just a few of these will make a big difference. Oh. There we go. And it's not going to have to go far, so... oh. Just as well, really, because this is a bit too heavy for us. And we're going to have to balance ourselves. So all good, we'll get this into the trailer here. Nice, okay, so let's just dump that one. There you go, log there, that'll give us some good... that'll give us some good time, I would say, where we don't have to refill it again. So the main thing here is being able to leave it for a while, and the good thing about this is that the more we can put in there, the longer we can leave it. For these big lumps, even though we could sell them and make some good money from them, and kind of wanted to sell them, but yeah, we have money coming in other ways now, so we'll make the money through this instead. It will take a little bit longer, but we'll still get it. And we'll just grab this little one as well, even though it's tiny. Just get it out of the way. Not too bothered about that, we'll grab that in a minute. I kind of want to grab this little bit here that I keep seeing. In fact, fun story, I can actually use that to push that in. Alright, grab these 3, that should be enough. We don't need too many. The problem with this telehandler is we really want a bigger arm for this. Like, we love the telehandler, but the grab on it is just not really sufficient enough. I don't think this one has any better arms, so as much as I absolutely love this telehandler, I might need to find something that's just got a better arm attached to it. Something that can pick up like 4 or 5 of these at a time. But for now, this is great. It's done us really well. And it allows us to focus on the wood without worrying too much. Or we do other things. So year 3. Year 3, we have animals. We've got the harvesting. We haven't really done much harvesting, but we've got the harvesting as well. We've got the animals. We've got the production chains. We've got the wood. We've kind of dealt with all of the game aspects at this point. So all we're doing now is just making the most of them. So forestry, we've bought all the equipment. We've got everything we need for forestry, which is great. I mean, there's some more stuff we could play about with, but overall, it's fine. This map, we're good. We can dive deeper into things like the winches and the other things that are available, like spraying trees and stuff. But I don't think this is really the map for that. We'd need something like maybe Silver Run. We can play with that maybe later. For now, this is good enough. I just want to see if I can remove that one there because it's going to block me from getting out. Animals, obviously we've still got more animals that we need to work on, but we've mastered like sheep, very simple, chickens, very simple. We can work on cows, we can work on horses, they're things we can do later. That looks like it's off. Roll all the way down that hill maybe. Alright, so this is plenty of wood now going in here. Seems to be something wrong here. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. I was going to say that won't release for some reason, but it has now. Excellent. That's good. He's stuck again. That should be the last time he gets stuck though, hopefully. And we'll get rid of those trees. We just don't own that land. And I need to fix that turning circle. Again, that's something we'll look at. It's not a priority right now, but we will look at it. These nodes are quite close to each other, so I'm actually going to go in a little bit further to here. Change that to nearest waypoint, and off we go. Okay, so he's going to finish off. Alright, the water's pretty much done there. We can just fill the water up a little bit more. We run out, so we need to do that. Okay, so that's going to fill up now. Now we have no need or no use for water right now, so we can actually leave that there and it will continue refilling. And we can take this over. We're going to go and get the methane, because that's something we need to do. So this is there's a couple of bottlenecks that we've got happening right now which we need to deal with. So this being one of them, which means we need to put the methane back here. And we've got loads of methane, so we're absolutely fine with this, but let's try not to destroy our crops before we have a chance to harvest them. There we go. So that's going to unload the methane. So that's good. That's now done. Kind of want to straighten this up a bit. The goal being to kind of leave this just here. Alright, so that can stay there just for now. That has methane and water, but now needs stone. So we're going to head up to the top, grab the stone, bring that down. Then the gold can continue. Then we'll take the wood over to the sawmill. That's done. And this is our day right now. Also, we can see that the course plane on the top right there says finished work. That means that the tractor's done. So we need to set him onto the next field. Pick up the rest of that grass, turn it into silage. We need to upgrade the silo as well. That's a massive job for us to do. That's going to cost a lot of money. And then we need to harvest the crops. So it's a busy day today. August, always a very, very busy month. But we're good. We're on it. So let's just jump onto here and grab this. Still buying our stones because it's just the easiest way to get such quantities that we need. 59,000 litres of stone there. We'll drive that down. Once that's there, leave it. We'll just use the auto cruise control. Well, we'll have a quick look in the shop, see if there's anything in the shop. Yes, there is. There's a plough there, but we've already got one. Tipper trailer, which isn't really, that's not bad. And a manure spreader, which you don't need, but tipper trailer, not bad. Bad price there, 55% off. 45 meters squared. But yeah, I think we're okay. We're okay with what we've got right now. If there's anything we need that's bigger or better, we can always download a mod for it. Failing that, we could always make it. It's very possible to go in and edit the XML files. We're not going to do that, but we could. We can go in and edit the XML files in an editor and change the requirements of things. And that's something we're going to do. We will do that in another video. I don't know how to do it, but we'll learn together. It's the fun of this. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this stone on here. Tip that. Perfect. I love the visuals on this. There we go. That's better. Going through the grate. Alright, so this is working, as we can see. It's got stone. We can put some more stone in there, so we can actually go and do another run of stone. Which we should probably do while we're here. We do want to get the sawmill working because the sawmill isn't working right now, so that's something we want to do. But one thing at a time. It is 10 AM, so that's 2 hours we've been up, and so far we've made good progress. But still a lot to do. You can always, if you find, and this is what we talked about at the start of the game, is we're on times 6, so 6 times faster than real time. That's how this game plays out at the moment, meaning that 2 hours in the real world is effectively 12 hours in the game. Now, with that being said, if it's too fast for you and you're not getting enough stuff done, you can slow it down, almost to real time. And you don't have to have 1 day months, you can have normal months or 2 or 3 day months. So you can change the gameplay to suit you. If you find you're not getting enough done, don't rush, don't panic. If you find you like the rush and the panic, great. I like to keep these videos, not always, but I like to keep these videos to 2 hours if possible. And so that means these days, these 8-hour days, they kind of push me to create content. And sometimes we run out of content and I end up waffling. Sometimes we end up crazy busy and don't stop. It varies. But I quite like this time. It feels like a good balance for me. But I also feel like we're starting to get to that point now where there's just so much to do. And we need to work on the AI and making the AI better. But yeah, this is going to fill up. We'll just focus right now on this. I kind of want to move this as well. I kind of think that does work a little bit better there maybe. And this one kind of sits there like that. There we go. Alright, that's full. Another 30,000 we've just spent there. Another 30,000 on stone. But we're going to make that back in gold, so it's not a problem. We'll make lots of money in gold. So what's next for us here then today? We've got our gold production, that's working. We need another silo, we need another tractor. We need to lease out the harvester, just use it for the day. I mean, we could buy one, but we just don't have that sort of money right now. It's only got to do that small field of wheat. And that wheat then we can use for the animal food. In fact, we'll feed the chickens today, and then we'll use that wheat. We've also extended that field, so when we reseed it, we've got a larger area, surface area to work with now. We need to do some fertilizing. There's a lot to do in preparation with the field today. Let's focus on this first. This is our real money maker right now, so we're going to get this done. So get those stones in there. That should now be full. I don't think it's going to take all those stones. I think there's too many. It might be alright. Oh, it does. It just takes them all. So how are we doing now when we look at stones? Okay, wow, yeah, so that's pretty full. Pretty full. So that's going to keep pumping out gold. There's already one there, which is nice. 60,000 profit at the moment. So let's drop this trailer off, because I don't believe we need this trailer anymore. Oh, no, we do. We do need this trailer, don't we? We need to deal with the silage that we've got here. So this is another thing we need to deal with here. It's going to be this silage we're going to have to take out. So we can leave that to fill. And while that's filling, we can take... Right, so we can detach from that. That can fill. And whilst that's filling and doing its job, we can go over here and grab the logs. Go. We need to sort Matey out over there so we can get him working. So let's do that as well. So... we also need to sort this land out. We're working through. It's clearing slowly. So little by little we're making progress, which is what matters. This Arctic been an absolute godsend of a unit, really. I don't know if I can get on that with that tree stump there. I really placed that in a bad way. Might have to kind of push it back a bit. Try and get on it at an angle. I think I can go directly underneath it. Oh, I can't. Alright, so we're going to have to do that instead. There we go. That's that done. Let's head over here to this, which is now done. So that's good. And we need to head down to that next field. So let's just drive down to this field. We need to landscape and sort this out as well. We need to buy another plot of land over there as well. So much we need to do. But for now, this field's good. Let's get this one sorted. So we're going to press escape. We're going to go into our course play routes. We're going to clear the current course. CP4, which is where we are. We're going to load that course and activate it. Alright, CP4. Now we can create a job. So field position is going to be there. Target position is going to be kind of there at the start. CP field work, first waypoint, start job. He's going to pick up from there now. So CP4, CP3, CP2 and CP1. Actually, we need to edit CP1, so this is going to require some, we'll delete this custom field, yes, and we're going to draw a custom field, so this is going to be from here to here, here, here. Perfect. Save the custom field as CP1, yes please. So now we've got CP1, CP2, CP3, which will be this field, and CP4, which will be that field. There's our 4 fields that we've got. Grass being this massive field here. This being wheat. And this probably going to be cotton, I imagine. We'll have a look. We'll see what we do here. We'll probably put a beehive up here, so it's close to these two. See if that makes a difference. Yeah. Lots of stuff that we can do. This needs to be unloaded, so let's do that while we're here. Also, we can change this as well. I don't actually know what the yellow one means. We'd have to have a look at that, but we can look into that. It does tell us in the help. Really, really good help documentation for this. Courseplay is a very, very good mod actually. Very impressed with it. There's a few things that will make it just even better, but that's always the way. Overall, very good. Auto drive is something we'll look at in the future. Combining those two together would be amazing. But for now, let's chuck the grass into here. Let's then check and see on our production chain how this looks now. So, in terms of here, yep. So we don't have much silage. We've got lots and lots of grass, so that's fine. So we've got that silage that we picked up from here. We can take that silage to make methane. We can do that a bit later. Let's take this at the moment. I don't know if we can get out of here. We're going to try. I need to just back out. Okay, that might just work. I think we're okay, we're good. Alright, straight across this field, it's just grass, so it doesn't matter right now. We'll have to go around it a bit later. For now, that's good. Straight up here. This will be a path later. We'll turn this into a road. Should be really nice. Whoa, we'll have to sort that out. We don't want to go over this if we can help it. Alright, amazing. Let's drop this off here. That's 25,000 litres in the sawmill. We have a lot of produce to sell as well here in terms of wool and eggs, which we need to sort out. This is good. Definitely need more space here. But that works. We'll turn this into a nice road. And that road will go all the way down there as well, and down there. So we've got a little road system that we'll have here as well, as you can see. Nice little road down here. We're just going to put this up here for now though. Try and position it a bit better than we did last time. Somewhere like that. Perfect. Alright, now that's done, we can go back to our... That's everything working now. All the production chains are working, so that's good. So we don't want any opportunity for our production chain to stop working, so that's important. So now we can go and make some more methane, so we'll take this silage to make some more methane. Although we actually have like a ton of methane at the moment, we don't need any. But we'll do this, so we've got it. Or do we go and sell it? Let's have a quick look actually. So we don't need that on at the moment, that's fine. I'd like a way, in production chains, I'd like us to be able to minimize these. I think that would be a really nice thing to do here. We could minimize these and also reorder them. Like if we want certain things in certain orders, I'd like to be able to reorder these. And I'd like to be able to minimize them. Gold is now working, so that's great, so that's fine. It's full, we've got loads of methane there. If we need methane, we can make it. We have none outgoing though, so... Yeah, there's a lot that we need to do here. We'll run this to the methane to do that. But there's still a lot of money we need to make. Now flowers, we can get ready and sell lots and lots of flowers. That's gonna create us a lot of money. We need to sort these fields out, so that's something else we're gonna do. Plough these fields. Put this in there. There we go. So that's now going to work. Our little methane lab. And I actually think this is where we put the next silo. I think the next silo goes right here next to this. It's a bit of a trek. We need to fix this land as well. So that's something else we've got to do with a landscaping tool. This is unloaded, so we can get him back out in the field. Another thing as well is it's really difficult to switch to the vehicle that you want. I need a better switching system for vehicles. So this is going to go to the last waypoint. He'll continue. This one's done. We'll go and grab some more silage and we'll go and sell it, because that'll be more money for us. And then we'll do the flowers, because we need to do that. And then we'll do the fields, because whilst we're up there we're going to need to do that as well. I actually don't know if there's going to be enough here. It's possible that's not even going to fill up. Right, so we need a combine harvester. Let's grab the gold that we got here. So 2 more pallets of gold. Okay. So silage is definitely something that we're not able to make enough of. So improving the production of silage is important, which means we need a silo. We could just get a standard silo, but we're going to go for the top of the range one just to get that, which means it's about 250,000, I think. But then it will hold more, and not only will it hold more, but it'll also allow us to make silage quicker, because we have so much grass. And we've actually just been selling grass directly because we've had so much of it. So let's jump in the cart, make sure we put that load down. So there you go, another 40,000 in gold there. Sell that. We also need a shed somewhere where we can store all of our vehicles. And then from there, I think we're done. It's almost midday, so we've used up half the day already. We've still got to do the fields. The fields are going to take quite a bit of time as well, but we've done the admin. A lot of the admin work that needed to be done is sorted. I feel like we're getting on top of things. So let's sell this. Alright, back up to 100,000, which is nice. I think a lot of our time is spent going to and from the shop, so if we can automate that in the future as well, that would be lovely. When we do that with the auto drive feature. We've also got a much deeper mechanic we can add with maize and maize plus for the animals. We'll look at that later. We're not going to introduce that just yet, but When we want a bit more complexity, when we get a bit bored, that's something we can do. And we want to build all of this out, so still a lot more to build. Okay, that's done. Let's grab this. I'm going to get that dolly out of the way. Alright, so for now that's good. We'll move this over here. Don't really need that dolly for now, so that can just stay there. We do want to repair this though. It's absolutely knackered and in the red, so we're gonna, whilst we're here, just do a quick little repair on this and probably spend more than we want to. Like 6,000 there. 111 will repair that, and 23 will repair that as well. There we go. Nice and repaired. You can kind of just live there for now. Alright, that's kind of good. He's working, which is great. That's full. So we can take that and sell it now. And then we've got enough money now to buy our, or to rent our combine harvester. I'd love to buy one. Just don't really have the money for it at the moment. We do have our big plough, so we'll get that out in a minute. We need that tractor to finish because the tractor's going to do the ploughing. So once all the grass is picked up, we'll start the ploughing. Which is why we wanted to do the admin today, first and foremost. To get that out the way so it was done. So the AI's finishing the fields. Once the fields are finished, we'll plough them. So we've got 2 new fields to plough. This one here and the one over the other side there. We also want to buy this plot of land that we're driving on now, so we can finish cutting down the rest of those trees there. And also give us that access, so we've got enough to buy the land. We could do that now. Unfortunately, there's other things we need to do first. Most important one right now is definitely getting that wheat. And then we need to tend, once we've ploughed, we then need to tend to all of the land. So seeding where it needs to be seeded, sorting out all of those things. So lime, fertilizer, all that good stuff. So another busy day, probably going into next month doing this. Okay, back up to 100,000 again. Which is nice, it gives us options. And good money on the silage as well. The silage, the gold, the flowers. Don't forget we've got all those flowers to sell. There's a full container full there as well, which we need to load up. It's going to take quite a lot of time. Okay. So now that's done. We're halfway towards that silo now. Let's have a look in the shop and see how much it's going to cost us to get that harvester, because we don't want to wither the crops, so we need to make sure that we harvest them. Now they're ready to harvest. We have like a 2-month window. So let's check that out. In the shop there. On a harvester, we can go with just a very basic harvester for what we want. We don't need anything crazy, so we can just lease this. It's absolutely fine. We shouldn't have sold the one we had, but we know that. In terms of the header, we'll just get the very basic header. Again, we don't need anything crazy, so we can just do that. So we did actually have this. We fortunately sold it, which was a mistake, but it is what it is. Oh. Right. So we'll take this down. harvest that and we'll put it into the silo for now, and then it's there. We've got it in our silo then. So it's only going to take a few seconds to do this. But then we need to get the fields ready, and wow, 14 mile an hour. I forgot just how painful this was. Yeah, while that's going, taking its time, we're just checking on our production chains. Pressed the wrong key, my bad. I meant to press that key. Let's look at our production chains just to keep an eye on them. So enough water in there, enough water in there. Water in there is good. Enough planks in there, that's fine. And enough wood, so that's fine. Sawmill, could use some more wood, but it's okay for now. Grass, absolutely tons of grass there. Silage in there, making methane loads. And gold also doing well. So all production chains doing really well. Let's check out the animals. Grass, there's loads of grass right now, so we don't have to worry about that. Grain, we could use a bit more grain, so we can drop that off as well. Something else to focus on. In terms of the shops, wanting to buy things, well, we don't really need anything at the moment. As I said, we could get a harvester in the future. Some really cool ones. Top of the range is like 1/2 mil, but we don't need to worry about that right now. That's a later problem, not a now problem. We don't really have anything else we need, except for that tractor that we want to buy. But the silo is definitely the one we want more than anything. And a silo it's going to be quite expensive. Oh, not the wardrobe. That was a mistake. Construction, silos. This one here, 250,000. That is 250,000, which is kind of where we are at the moment. Whilst that's there, we're gonna unload this guy, just so that he can carry on, because he just needs to finish this field off. It looks like we might have to sell some grass as well, because again, that silo, the problem we're having with this silo is that it's full and it's not producing quick enough. So we're going to do it like 4 times quicker, which is nice once we've got that big silo, and the capacity is going to be much bigger as well. So yeah, the silo's really what we're after right now, and we'll see how we're sat once we've unloaded this. Once we've done the flowers in a minute, because we'll do the flowers as well. So we'll do the rest of the gold. I think we'll be in a much stronger situation then. So that did take it all, which is good. Now we can send him off to the last waypoint so he can carry on. Not really much I can do there with that. That's not full yet. Alright, let's continue. So we have the... oh, that was the wrong button. Alright, so we got the straw swath enabled, which is good. So we can get some straw as well. It's just painfully slow at 14 miles an hour. Painfully slow. Pretty cool. Almost there. The good news is that once this field is done, just send this back, and it's such a small field as well. Such a small field. Some of these bigger headers in the future will need to actually get a trailer and take them out on a trailer. For now, here we go. Let's do this. We're going to turn this on. And we're going to do this ourselves, actually. Actually fancy doing this ourselves. So there we go. Yeah, straw is enabled. And it's quite therapeutic. We haven't done this for a while. It's a nice feeling, so we're going to go ahead and just do this ourselves. We get the Argo wagon, we can pick all this up afterwards as well and dump it off, so that's cool. Once we've got all the grass finished, we can do this. So we'll just go around the edge quickly. Do this first and foremost. As you can see, we'll have that extra land soon, almost doubling the size of this field pretty much just by adding that extra bit there. So our next crop cycle will have that. There's some stones in there as well, so we need to get this. We need to get the stone one as well. As we're ploughing these new fields, we'll have new stones. So we want to pick those stones up because that very much is something we've decided that we want to create an opportunity now where we can pick up stones as opposed to buying them, because we're spending so much money buying stone for the gold. So this around the outside is if you've been in the course play and you've looked inside the course play and it talks to you about, let's see if I can find it and I can show it to you. Oh. No, it's not going to show you in there. If we are creating a job, there we go. If we're creating a job and you see here it says number of headlands, and you can have a value between 0 and 40. A headland is basically a lap around the outside. So what you see here is this lap around the outside is known as a headland. I didn't know this is terminology which I wasn't familiar with, and I kept saying, well, what's that? But that's what it is. It's a lap around the outside. So if you have one headland, it will do one lap. Two headlands, it'll do 2 laps. And so it's how many laps you do around the outside of the field before you work in the middle of the field. And you can see that when you start playing with a setting in course play. When you add more headlands, it adds more loops to the outside of the field. So a headland basically, in simp terms, is just, well, which is what I need to explain, it's just a lap. Alright, so let's do this. We've got enough room here where we can turn this around, although that bush is a bit of a challenge. This is all good. We can just press H now and he'll continue, so we can let him do his job, so that's fine. Which means we can move on to something else. This needs a little bit of work. I think he's going to be done, right? Yeah, so he says he's finished work, which we know he hasn't. But it's good that he says he has, because what we can do now is carry on picking this up. Move around here. Pick all this line up, and then, yeah, we're done. We're done here. So now we need to plough these fields. Plough these fields, so that's going to be our next job. Just get this grass. Then we've got that middle section we've got to sort out later. Level all of this down. We can spend a lot of money with the landscaping tool, so I'm not really too worried about using it right now. But yeah, we have to do this because otherwise we're going to struggle with this. Let me just check this out. Why is... There we go, get some more speed up. Turn off the loading wagon because that's now done. See if we can unload this over here. Hopefully we can. And if we can, and that is unloaded, which... get the icon for that, which was a bit strange. Hopefully we can get rid of all of the grass here and it takes all the grass, because that's... No, we've still got 4%, so maybe we can just... Yeah, we can't dump this, unfortunately. We have like 4% left, so... I guess we just leave that and wait for a minute. Yeah, we can just leave that there, that's fine. So that's something we need to deal with. But we can't deal with it right now. So let's leave that trailer there. And let's go and pick up our plough. Because we need to plough the fields, right? We have a lot of space we need to plough. And it looks like we've got some problems with this plough. It's not kind of sitting the way it should. Or maybe it is. This looks like it's fallen over. Can't quite figure out if it's fallen over or not. It looks like it's fallen over, so we're going to pull it out. We're going to see if we can attach it. We might need to get the forklifts out here. It does look like it's fallen over somehow. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to get onto this. Oh, no, we can actually. It's, oh, there we go. For some reason it fixed it. Alright, so let's now head over to our new field that we need to do. So we need to get ready to plough this field. Now, this field's kind of just been created, or being created, so... Yeah, we need to figure out what this is going to look like. To do that, we can automate it. It's very possible. So we can go into here, clear all our current courses, and we can come back here to this. And we kind of have this CP3 here. So with this, we can create a job. So using this, we can create a job. We're going to be doing field work. The field work is going to be on this field here, so we can kind of put them that way. On the field up here. Start first waypoint, we need to open this up. And that's what we've got there. So it's going to do headland, sharp corners, okay. Headland overlap, 0%. We'll send it up and down, rows to skip, no. Perfect, field margin. Alright. Generate that. Could not generate course. The log may have more information. Interesting. So we're in the right place. Maybe we do it there. So it can't... Interesting, it can't generate. Okay. I don't know why it can't generate that. Let's try again. No, not having it. So, okay, interesting. For some reason it's not having that. It should be working. Maybe it's the plough, maybe it can't plough the fields, I don't know. Alright, well, we'll plough it ourselves. It's fine. So what we want to do before we plough it is come into here, click on this CP3 and edit the custom field. And this is going to show us what we've set as a boundary for this field. So look, we can see that this whole thing here is a boundary, right? So yeah, we want to kind of build that into this. So we need a gap to get down the side here. So let's go into here, into construction, landscaping, painting. We'll just use dirt for now because that's absolutely fine. And we're going to go for the maximum size that we can have, and that's going to be our gap between our field, right? So we could go one smaller, but I think this is actually no, this is fine. This is fine. So we're going to click here because this is kind of where we see this being. So what we're going to do is just try and carefully do this so we don't lose ourselves. Alright, there we go. Up to the end of the field there. And then we also mentioned that we wanted to have a bit of here as well. So we're going to come all the way down the edge of this field. Alright, and that is going to be our alright, so up to there, that is going to be our path. Perfect. And also along the edge here, but we don't own this land yet, so we can't finish this bit off, but that's going to be that. So we also talked about going further out here, so kind of want to go out as far as we can go. It's going to be like here. That's it, that's as far as that will go. Which is good, because then that means we've got this space here. Kind of do this as well, so. It's also being kind of field that we want to build here, so. Again, just good to have this coming down from here. So this is the edge of the field. And in fact, if we go in, we can see. We don't need to, but we can see that. So that is actually 90 degrees there. So we're actually going off at a bit of an angle here, but that's fine. We just want that nice straight line. Down to there. We're going to continue that down to there. Perfect. And this one, which is going to be 180 degrees. If we kind of want north to south, which we're working on here. There we go. Right up to the end there. So that's our little pathing system done. All around the edge as best as we can. So we spent a bit of money on that. We appreciate that, but it's good to have it. And now that we've got that as best as we can actually start to plough this field now. And for that to happen, we need to jump into here. We need to open up the plough. So let's unfold that. Get it set up. So we need to lower the plough. And we need to allow it to create fields. So right now it is not set to allow create fields, so we need to do that. Now that blue line there is going to go just to the edge of that, so we need to kind of stick to as close to a path as we can. We're going to turn on allow create fields, which is going to be this button here, and that's now going to start ploughing this field. Which means if we go in this straight line now, as close as we can, we're going to plough this field. And we're going to create this field, and we're going to save all the money that we don't need to spend by using our landscaping tools. So good that we got this. We can see stones as well, which is great. And if there's a little bit of overlap, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We can fix that later. We're not trying to absolutely perfect this. We're just trying to get most of it done, and then we can go and touch up with the landscaping tool. So, yeah, not too worried about this. But I do want to kind of get to the edge here. And once I've got to the front edge here, lifting up that plough, spin it around. Now we can press now it's lifted, we can press B to rotate the plough. And as we spin around here, as it rotates, and we come back on ourselves, we can just do the same thing again. Go back the other way. So we go, let's get into here. I want to get the plough off of the path as best we can. Just going to lower it, because if we lower it, look, you'll see it starts to dig in there. So I'm not keen on this plough. This is not my favourite plough. Also, we can re-plough a field over and over again to create stones. So we could just plough and get large stones and use a stone picker. So we could have a field dedicated just purely to ploughing for stones. And we just plough and plough, pick up stones, and then, yeah, that's something else we can do. We'll look into different options there and doing that, but for now we kind of want to do the headwind. That's the next thing we want to do. So I'm just going to head back up here. I want to do that first line. As you can see, a nice size field here. Not a huge field, not overly massive, but big enough that we can do something decent with for now. We'll extend this right out there later when we buy that land. We're just not in a position to buy that land just yet. Tempted to buy it now, to be honest. We have it. We're not really going to be able to do that much with it. So for now, we're just going to go as far as we can until it tells us to stop, which is there. And then we'll just pick this up or rotate it. And so that would be us. That would be us doing this. Actually, no, we're not going to rotate it, so we're going to go back the way it was. And now we've done the outskirts there. So now what we're going to do is spin around. And again, we're going to try and do this headland by coming around here. We can see kind of where the edge is here. So if we get to a decent place, we can then put this down. And we can get this next line kind of created here. We'll do the outskirts, and then once we've done that, we'll be able to do the middle part quite easy. Again, we can just clean this up later. Doesn't have to be perfect. That up. Spin this around, and we're going to go back the other way. So down here now, along this path. And kind of just using that blue line to level up as best we can. Try not to go over the path too much if we can help it. This up against the edge here is perfect. We could put like a hedgerow in here later. We can do some stuff like that if we wanted to. We can separate this field, or we can just leave it like this. It also works. And we have options. It really depends on, you know, how we want it to look. But yeah, this is going to be CP free. CP3. So once this field's finished, we'll do CP4, and you can rename those if you want to. I've just left them as standard for now. All right. And this, as mentioned, is really going to take a lot of time up. Now, if we do use the landscaping plough tool, we don't get stones. It does not create stones. That was part of what the developer of the map said, is that you won't have stones if you use that tool. So we really want to plough it to get the stones as well, because that's going to be important for the gold. Right, and then finishing this off, just gonna do that. Nice. And now it's just back and forth, very simple. So again, there'll be little bits that we miss, and that's okay. We can tidy all of the edges up and make it all perfect a bit later. Oh, we're just going for the main bit of field right now. So flour's good, gold's good, wood is good right now. It looks like that combine harvester has stopped. Oh, it's because it's at 100%. So that's fine. We can just dismiss the worker because you can't really do much at the moment because that's full. Now we could bring out a truck, and the truck we could put this in, and that's something we could do, or we can just go and dump it directly in a silo, and as the silo is here, very easy for us just to do this. So as long as we are over this silo, it will start to drop out automatically. There we go. So that will fill up with grain. So now we've got our grain for the animals when we need it. We don't have to buy that anymore. So that's nice. And this one can then continue from the last waypoint. So we don't actually have a job for that, so that won't work. That's because we're not using courseplay for him. Alright, that's done. So two things I can do now. One is just finishing off this harvest here. So actually if I put that pipe away, I don't need that anymore. I can... Oh, let's just get this straightened up. So I'm actually going to get the AI to continue this for me so that I can focus on the ploughing, because the AI doesn't do a very good job of the ploughing at the moment. We've got another field to do exactly the same thing here. We've got to do over the other side of that hill as well. And then we've got to get the fields ready. So then we've got to seed them, get them ready. So lots to do there. We've also got to seed that top bit up there as well. So lots of seeding to do. And then we need the lime, fertilizer, and all of that good stuff. So I want to kind of do this. And then I want to just bring this round really. And I'm just going to work on this as if it was another headland. And I'll do the same, and I'll just work my way in doing laps like this. And anything I miss we'll clean up afterwards. So not worried about making it absolutely perfect right now. And the main thing here is just making sure it's done. And then we'll buy the... I think what we'll do is we'll buy the stone picker, because we're going to have a lot of stones to pick up today, so having that machine is going to be handy. We're going to need it in the future, so the machine that picks up the stones, we'll buy that. It's about 50 1,000, I think, roughly. So that would be a good purchase. Still saving up for that silo. That's something we need. We've got the flowers we've definitely got to sort out today. So flowers and gold, which we'll do by the end of the day. Although I don't know if we're selling flowers yet. I need to check and see what they're selling for, because maybe now's not the best month to sell them. We'll look into that as well. And actually this plough's, once you get going, this plough's really nice. It really struggles at the starting point, but afterwards it's nice. And you might want to do the headland with the landscaping tool. That's definitely an option, just to get you started. And then you've got the ability to kind of just do this part. Nice. So 8 miles an hour, very limited, but that's down to the plough itself, not the tractor. It's just the top speed, that's all we can do. The harvester's now finished, so that's good. So we'll pop over here to him. 3 lots of gold there ready to go, so we need to move that stuff. This can now go back, we've finished with it. We'll just dump this. Once that's been dumped, there we go. We'll get rid of that and then we'll sell him. Or not sell him, but give him back. So do that by pressing P. Lease harvester return. Yes. Okay. Header. Oh. Header return, yes. Whilst we're in this menu, we're just going to check out how the production trains are going. So, yep, enough water on those, that's fine. They're still good, not a problem there. That's great and working. That's great, that's working. This is okay, it's still got enough stuff, but we need to get water and methane in the near future. It's definitely something to focus on sooner rather than later. So let's use this tractor, because he's not really doing anything at the moment, so we can definitely use him. And let's grab this forage wagon, and hopefully this forage wagon should be at a point where we can dump off the rest of this grass, because this silo's been working. So we'll connect up. We'll press I, and that should, there we go, that's now gone. Which means we should now be able to come over here, press H again, and this should start collecting all of this for us. So if we, oh, maybe not. You know what, we'll do it manually for a minute. Yeah, no, it doesn't want to automate, so we'll just manually do this, it's fine. It's not going to take us too long, it's going really quick. Definitely want to make sure we collect all of this if we can help it. Do a lap round the outside. And we've got all of this straw as well that we can then deal with later. A straw can be baled up. It can also be used for bedding on some of the animals. Used for food and not for food, but part of a mixture. For cows. I don't know if I'm going to get the angle on this to get around this corner or not, but we'll try. Not really, but that's fine. Alright, so now that's done, we can just start doing these lines. It might just be that we sell this, make some extra money out of it for now. The Farmer's Guide, the Farmer's Handbook is a great tool to use. Can obviously tell you if you can use this or do anything with it. Oh, we're really struggling with those turning circles, so we're just going to go straight now. Yeah, we're not going to mess about too much with that. That's something we'll just leave. So yeah, we could turn this into bales. We'd need to get the baler and the wrapper out as well, really, but I don't really want to wrap these. But if we wrapped them, it would turn it into silage, I believe. Alright, let's do this. We're going to take a nice wide arc here and come back on the end. And we'll just start working our way in towards the middle. Just a little bit more stuff that we've got, so a little bit helps. We could have used the baler here instead. We could have wrapped these into bales, but we didn't. We're not too fussed about it, to be honest. I don't think there's much else we can do with this except for sell it at the moment, the way it is. I mean, straw could be used for horses. I think if we have this and turn it into bales, it's the hay bales that we'd use. No, yeah, so it's not the straw bales, it's the hay bales. The straw bales only used, well, not even the straw bales, just the straw. This can be used for horses. It has no real other purpose, I don't believe. I think it's just for horses. Almost kind of like their bedding, if you like. We don't have any horses yet. Could be a good chance to buy some. Do one more loop around here, but I think we're just going to go and sell it for now. If and only if we can get round. Oof. So really starting to think about what crops we want as well. Obviously trying to maximise everything we've got. Now creating this is amazing, it creates wheat, but that wheat creates straw. Do we want oats? Do we want hay? Do we want straw? Do we want... What is it that we want to create here? Alright, let's lift that up. And now that in its current condition is ready to go. We're going to leave it just there at the moment. We're not actually going to take it up because this tractor is far too slow. Instead, we're going to turn this tractor around. We're going to jump into this lorry. We're going to press fill. We're going to jump out and jump back in here. We're going to put the gold bars into the truck. Don't forget, we've also got to finish the field off as well. Lots to do still. But another 60k sitting here, which is nice because this money is fantastic for us. Could really use a better trailer, or a trailer even. Okay. Kind of backing out of there. It's in. It's not in ideally best way, but it's in. If I go up a little bit, there you go. I'll just be able to push that in. We'll definitely find a better system to be able to deliver these, but for now, it's a start. We could use a weight on the back of this tractor. That would make a massive difference. Just a counterbalance, which would stop that happening. Funny enough, that wasn't actually happening before. It's it just started happening now. We are really not able to get this in. And the car really not enjoying it either, so there we go. It's not pretty, but it's in. Let's do this. There's another one out now, so yeah, we'll have to find a better solution for this. With a better tractor, a better weight, and a better trailer. That works. And another one. Why not? What's the worst that could happen here? Sticking 7 or 8 ton on the back of a car. Sure, it'll be absolutely fine. After all, it is just a game. Or simulation, whatever you want to call it. This one looks quite good. It kind of wants to go there. I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, that's fine. This is we're not going to get stopped. There's no way the police are going to stop us. I mean, it's just what is 1 point? Oh, we are. We got the hydraulics fitted. Pimped my ride. Yeah, yes, we are. We are absolutely struggling with this. Each one of these 1.6 tons each, so yeah, there's over 6 tons on the back there, over 6 ton on a car. It's good. It's good. Fun to play. It's nice seats there. Yeah, we're in drive. That's good. Haven't looked inside here yet, but nice dashboard, nice car. Nice lot of gold in the back there. I can just see bullion in the rear view mirror. There's lots of bullion. There it all is. Oh, make sure we don't crash. Yep, don't want to crash. Let's slow this down. And yeah, this now, it should be another 80 grand. So this should. Oh, yep. This car very much struggling right now. It can't even go in a straight line anymore. It's yep. Yeah, so I think we've just blown out the back tyres. That should put us up to about 180k. 183. Perfect. 68,000 pounds of gold there sold. Nice. We could sell that directly and save all of the hassle of us taking it. Which isn't a bad shout. We're not going to make as much money, but we can definitely do that at the moment while we're sorting out fields and stuff like that. So in order to do that, we just press escape. We've got money now, so we're pretty good. We can come down to our production chains, come down to gold, click on here and just change that to selling. So another production chain, like the wood, no different. Getting that to a point now where it can just keep ticking over and we don't have to keep taking it up. Just because the amount of time we're spending back and forth to the shop right now. We're losing about 40% of what it's worth, which is obviously not good, but we haven't got that hassle and that stress and that missed opportunity elsewhere. So that can kind of just stay there for now. We'll leave that. This one, don't really have much else for this guy to do at the moment, so he can just kind of chill and sit there. We need to... Yeah, I don't know how to get close enough to this. We do want to sort these guys out. Obviously, this is our next thing to do, which is going to be the flowers. We want to look at selling these again. We're going to automate these as well for now. So we're going to put these into... because we're going to have a little break from all of the delivering that we're doing. And we're going to take a big pay cut on all the work. But in saying that, we're not going to have to go and deliver it. So it will allow us to focus on other areas. It's good to get the extra money here. Obviously, it's a massive boost to be able to do this. But just for now, to give us a little bit of freedom, we're just going to sell these directly. Everything now is being sold. Except for the silage, which is fine because we can sell that ourselves. And that which is... also the methane, we can actually distribute the methane and then that will go directly. That's even better. Saves us the hassle of going and picking that up. Because now that's just going to go straight into gold. Wasn't an option before. So now methane will go directly into here. Perfect. We just need to put water and stones in here now. So, nice. We've got enough stones in there. We do need to get some water. So let's just do that quickly. How we're going to fill that up. Also going to detach from that. And we're going to go and pick up our water. Okay, so hooked up to that now, it's got 100%, which is great. We're going to spin this all the way around. And we're going to come back into here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a good enough turn on this. We should. Yeah, we will. We just want to put that to there so we can dump some water in here, which we can do now. Fill that up. Once that's done, we'll go and fill up the greenhouses, so they're done. Perfect. Now I think what we're going to do here is put another gate on this distribution yard with a path going behind the silos. And that is going to allow us to back directly in, so we don't have to do this. Oh, this is fine, I don't mind doing this. Quite good to test our skills out, I guess. Oof. Right, check those out. So we're going to go back to the production line. Have a look at these. There's 24, 25 and 25. Yeah, they're all three of them now on 25. So that is... and it's free water as well. So we're not paying for our water anymore. So that little bit of effort that we're making there really does make a difference. And then we're facing the right way to come back out and do that again. So having this here on the lake... really amazing. It just means we need to come out here, press that, jump back in and press R. There we go, and that's going to now fill up. So I think the way that we're going to do this, we can actually do this now by pressing P, going into construction mode. And this is, in terms of landscaping, if we go to painting, this is asphalt that we were using here. So we can kind of see the path here. We want to go straight back in. So we kind of want to go directly back here to this. So that's kind of going to go, I would say, there. And that's where the gate's going to be. And then we want to come up to here. So this is going to be this path here. And this is just going to be from here, kind of a straight back. And then we kind of want to go like this. So this is going to be from here over to here like this. Okay. And then from here, kind of want to go straight through here. At the other side. And this is going to arch around to here. Over to here like this. And that's going to be our path. Now, need to just fix that and sort that out. And then after this, we'll come off this path here, up to here. And this will come back around this way. So this is like the gravel path here. We'll fix this with the grass a bit later. But yeah, that's going to be that part. So then what we need to do is go to decoration. To grab our large gate. Kind of delete that and that for now. Put this large gate in from there to there. Okay. Don't know why it's not letting us have that. For now, let's delete that one and let's see if we can. Okay, that worked. And then we just need a fence to go from there to there. That works. Nice. So now we've got that fence there. We'll take 2 runs to do this. So that water can stay there because we don't need that anymore. Kind of just drive around here. Pick up the methane, which we're not going to need to do anymore because the methane is going to distribute for us automatically, so that's even better. In fact, what we can also do here is we've got this silage as well, and this can distribute. So another thing we don't have to worry about. So the silage is going to distribute to the methane plant. The methane plant is going to distribute to the gold plant. And that is fully taken care of now, so we don't have to do anything with it, which is amazing. We're just going to do this here and fill this up. Okay, so that's methane done. Now we should be able to sell the methane in the future as well if we've got too much of it. So that's 2 things that are now finished. Gold is great. We do need to get some more stones, which is something we're going to have to deal with. I think we've got enough for now. Yeah, we do. But we will need some more. So the best way we can do this is to come up here and grab this silage that we've got. We're almost up to 200 grand as well. We've made good money today. We're going to sell those flowers. I think we're going to have enough for the new silo. So let's just see if we can fill this up. $96, do you know what? That's enough. I'm happy with that. We'll take that up the top, we'll sell it, we'll get some stones and come back down. And then that is, apart from the flowers, which we need to do, that is all of our work done. And then the only thing we need to do next after this... Also, I'm thinking about all of the grass going over to the silo over there. So we're going to put the silo next to the bio plant. So we'll have a silo and a bio plant both together over there. kind of clears it off the road. We'll keep that one on the road for now, and then once it's run out and we're not using it anymore, we'll then sell it. It was a good starting silo. And then, yeah, we've just really cleaned up a lot of the production chain today. You have so many production chains after a while, it becomes really difficult to manage them. This was a full-on day, don't get me wrong. We need to get some petrol as well, some diesel as well. Let's just sell this. Try not to jackknife in the process. Whilst that is there selling, we're going to detach. Oh, we can't detach. It won't sell if we detach. Interesting. So we're going to sell. So there we go. We just hit the 200k mark. We're now... yeah, we're now really making some decent money. Kind of the road to $1 million now. Right, let's go and fill up and get some diesel. It's going to cost a bit. That's fine, we'll leave that. That's good, we'll leave that. Make sure that's turned off. That's fine, we don't need that. We do need this, but... yeah, we do want this. I guess we can... deal with this. We have so much stuff we have to move here. But I guess this is next on our list. Oh, we want to buy the forklift for this though, right? This is... if we had the forklift, it would make life a lot easier with this, so... but we can leave that there for now. He's good. We do need to keep doing this. Kind of want to get this field finished today. I don't think we're going to, but we'll keep working at it. Obviously, whilst we're doing this, there's no more grass growing here, but that's fine. I think we're in a good place. We don't need to worry about that. We'll definitely buy the stone picker. So that's going to be worth doing. We definitely want to buy the... I think the silo is... I think the silo is going to be the next... and we don't have that much grass anymore because we've just removed this whole field area, so... but yeah, the silo is definitely something we want. We need to think about what we're going to plant here as well. Like what is going in this field. We did say we want to get textiles up and running, so for textiles we definitely want the ability to do cotton. So with this, I feel like this needs to be a cotton field. And we need a spinnery. And the spinnery can kind of go up here on this hill. And then from there we need a textiles place. Okay. Again, we could make this a lot quicker just by landscaping it, but then we don't get the stones, and we kind of really want the stones. I'm just having a quick look at cotton and when it is good to plant. So in the calendar here we can see cotton. Harvest season is February. Planting season is February, so just double check that. Cotton, February, yeah. So we've got until February to have this field ready. It's still quite a lot of time. We could have actually left this till December and got another grass harvest out of this, but we're fine. what we want to make sure we do is, now we've got this money, because we're going to get like another 100,000 off the flowers today as well. So that's going to put us up to about 300 grand. In fact, look, 227 grand already now. So this passive money is going to really start rolling in, and all we need to do is keep the base production chains working, and then everything will distribute from there. So this money now is passive, which is great. We want to use this to make more money. So the idea now is that how can we really start to capitalise on this? Now, solar farms. Solar farms is a great opportunity for us to be able to build a solar farm and get passive money every month as a result of that. Wind farms, same thing. So we can start thinking about these things. Now, before we do any of that, I do want to get the textiles lab up. The textiles is next for us. I think now we've got the gold up, that's great. We also need to think about planting trees and where we're going to do that. I mean, there's lots of trees around, that's great, but we need to get to the point where we're planting trees as we're ripping them up. There's something else to think about there. Landscaping, we need to think about that. Feels like this, not a problem. I'm happy to leave these as they are. Even features like this, I'm happy to leave that as it is. But we do need to start thinking about some of the areas. Tree stump there, nice, good to see. Yeah, a lot of tree stumps up there we need to deal with as well. I think this hill is where we do the textiles lab up the top there. Nice little place for it. And the good news is the more we go around in these circles, the shorter the distance becomes, the quicker it becomes. So not actually that much more to do now, we're almost there. And then we just clean it up, tidy it up, and then that field's done. And then in September, we'll do the next field down. We absolutely need to make sure we plant, and so I need to just find out when, because we want some more wheat down. It doesn't have to be wheat actually, it can be canola because they eat that as well, so I think maybe we'll do that. Got a little bit more of a forgiving schedule for that. I think October maybe, we'll check in a second. Let's just get this on the straight and narrow. Right, let's have a quick look. So canola, oh no, August, September, so yeah, so by next month we have to do that field by next month. And ideally I'd like to get it done today, but it's going to require some work. We need to cultivate, then we need to lime, fertilise and all of that good stuff. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do that today. I think tomorrow is going to be the field work day, where we get all the fields ready. Because we still need to do that top bit of the field there as well. Today was really about sorting out those production chains, which I feel like we've done a lot of that now. We've also made really good money today. And the first time we've actually hit 200k. So doubling our starting capital now, with nothing majorly left to purchase in terms of vehicles. Obviously just another tractor would be nice. And we could do that, we have the money for that, but we're waiting for that 250. If we hit that 250 mark, that is the next silo. And that next silo is really what we're after right now. One of the big bottlenecks we've got in silage at the moment is the ability to produce it quick enough. And one thing from the start that we saw when we looked at the mod is that the production per hour of the silo packs, it's incredibly weighted towards the higher end in terms of the production output. In fact, I think it's like a 4x in terms of speed. I would definitely need to double check it though to be sure, but I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of mods as well from Giants, and we're going to have a look at those. That's something we're going to look at. Different abilities to add barns and different things. Yeah, the Giants team have released a considerable amount of mods. For the game, so that's something else we'll keep an eye on. But now though, we just want to get this field finished. It's getting quite late. We'll get the flowers sorted. Nice, almost done. Last little turn here, so it's a bit like a racetrack. The animal's good, production lines are good, fields are looking okay. There's a nice little pathing system as well. You can kind of see it here with a different type of grass here. One going over this way, one was coming over this way to here. We're going to have to get these tree stumps up. 2 that we've seen so far. Yeah, decent sized field. Gives us 4 fields in total. So making this one a cotton field. Then I guess we need to decide what we're going to do with the bottom field and what that's going to become. Maybe like sorghum or something like that maybe. Or maybe this is sorghum and that becomes cotton, I don't know. See. Not too sure which is the bigger field either. I think it's going to be CP4, maybe just. We'll see. We can actually look in the app will tell us the size of the field, which is nice, like in hectares. Alright, last pass. Oh, we just hit that tree. Wow, okay, so we're going to have to lift that up just to get over that tree there. End of the day. I think looking at this and when we can sell flowers. Flowers sell best in January, so at the moment we're kind of at the bottom here, so we're not worried about selling the flowers just yet actually. We're going to just keep prepping them until the end of the year. Yeah, that's good enough for now. We've got this field done as best we can. Let's take the plough back. We need to come on and deal with those quickly. So we need to find the mulcher. So this can kind of just sit here for now because we're going to use it again in a minute. We'll just dump that there. We need to know, where did we put that mulcher? Ah, I see, it's over the back there. Okay. Grab this. Head around and checking on the flower situation. Yep, fine. Now, I do recall seeing... There it is. There's one right here. I think I recall seeing more. One there. Loads here actually. Have I got any of these? Okay, go in a circle and just grab these. There's one here and then that might just be it. One there as well. We'll grab that one. Is that it? No, there's more over here. Grab those bushes as well. That one. Those bushes. And we'll grab that one. So I think we're getting through most of these things that we left behind. Kind of good. So that's not our land. Interesting. Most of the tree stumps out there, which is good. Let's go this way and check. Now, I don't recall exactly where they were, but there's one, okay, one there. Now, best to do these first because it kind of leaves it as a field. I do recall there was another one somewhere up here, but I don't know exactly where it was. Might require a bit of driving around to find it, but I'm pretty sure there was two. I'm pretty confident there was two. It's hard to see at night. So let's do a couple of laps back and forth. There's one here, we got that one. There it is. Nice. Right, so that's those done. Now in terms of the mulcher right now, that can kind of sit up here. I don't need to do this right now, but it can sit up here ready. And that can be ready to kind of do these, so it can kind of sit there. I'm not going to be able to see very well to finish this land off, so we'll finish this land off tomorrow. I'm not going to finish it tonight, we'll do it tomorrow, including the lime, the fertilizer and all the other stuff we need to do. We do, I think, want to get some stone. Let's just check. So enough water in there, and there, that's good. Enough wood in there, that's fine. Enough grass in there, that's fine. This has enough silage, which is fine. This has everything but needs more stone, so let's go and get some more stone. Yeah. Let's go get some more stone. Now we can take this up with us. We've got to sell this anyway, so that's fine. We can do that. And then that's us done. That's a very busy day. Very busy day. Tomorrow we can seed everything and get all the seeds out. For that we're going to need to buy a seeder. Hopefully in the morning we'll have the money to do that. Also we'll have the money for the silo when we can seed to plant it. We don't really want to put a silo down at night. It's too dark. So we'll put that down during the day. Point to note, something good to consider. If you're going to do some construction work, save the game before you do your construction work. That way, if you make a mistake, you can just quickly quit out and load it. But always be careful when you press escape. If you go into the menu, sometimes it auto-saves and you lose it. So, if you made a mistake, probably best just to force quit and reload. There's no version control that I'm aware of in this game at the moment. But yeah, going to bed with $250,000 in the bank, which is a nice feeling, to be honest. Nice feeling. Maybe a little bit less, because once we sold this, we'll make some money. But then we'll lose that money when we have to buy the stones. Alright, that's done. Just an extra 1,000, but every little helps. Right, that's a very, very poor attempt at parking. Wow, I've really messed this up. Okay. There we go. So we want to put some stones in here. The lid up. Oh, we can't because this is the... Yeah, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. It's okay. We bought this up here, which is pointless because we can't load it into this. There's only certain things this can take. Silly me. It's fine. We'll get the stones tomorrow. We don't need them tonight. Just wanted to make sure the gold runs through the night. Take a quick look in the shop. Make sure there's nothing to buy. Nope, there actually is nothing to buy. So, we need a seeder. We have to buy a seeder, so we'll buy a seeder tomorrow. We'll pay for it so we've got it. We want one that can put down most... We need to look at the different options and what's available. In fact, we can... I'll do that as we're coming through here. So in terms of seeders, lots of options. We want to get one that can do the right type of crop for us. These, it looks like most of them will do the same thing. It's just the size. I don't think we need a crazy big one. Some of these. Oh, we're in the water. Okay. Interesting. Let's wash the wheels off. And that can kind of just sit there for now anyway. We don't need it. Oh, yes, he's up here because we filled up, didn't we? We filled up with petrol, that's it. We were going to get stones. Oh, I completely forgot where he was. We were going to get stones and we filled up with diesel. I keep saying petrol. We filled up with diesel. I've got to get the stones. So let's grab some stones, head back and fill that gold up just so it's done. There we go. Do that. Whilst that's filling, we'll go in the shop and we're going to look at cedars. Now, it's really like the amount that we can keep in here. Now, I did look before when I was in here and there was an option for the weeder. And there is a weeder that does seeds, but it only does a few basic seeds. So if we want to have a look at cedar, there's also planters. So planters do different. So we actually need a planter for the cotton. Okay, something to bear in mind. Not a cedar. Also, I mean, 6 meters, 9 mile an hour, 630, 9,000. What? That's crazy. The price of some of these though, super, super expensive. Like some of the bigger ones. But what we're really looking at, I mean, they all take the same type of seeds. Like these planters. So we want to plant cotton, so we need to make sure we've got the right gear for it. In terms of cedars, for these base seeds, I mean that's 6 meters, but that needs like a loader on with it as well. 4,000 litres, 6 meters. That is crazy. So something like this at 120 grand, which is 6 meters, 5,500 is, or even a 4,000 litres. I mean, that's a lot. For these seeds, that's a lot. So I don't think we need anything bigger than that. I think anything like 15, it's just crazy. Even a 12, it's 12 meters is like, oh, it's not that much difference actually in price. But no, 6 meters. I think 12 meters is the biggest. Like 15 meters there. Wow, 15 meters. Actually, so that's probably the one to go for. Like that's the beast, right? That's the big one. So if you wanted like the top end, you're going to end up spending another couple of 100,000 just on that alone. Now I only need something basic, so for me, this isn't too much of a problem. I could go for, maybe not 600, but something like this. I think something like this is fine. 6 meters, 5,500. Yeah, maybe we can pay a little bit extra for this, but this seems cool. I wish we could bookmark these. I really like the idea of bookmarking them. Alright, this is full. So we need cedars and we need planters. And the interesting thing as well is that if we are going to go for something like planters, because we want to have that ability, we can go here, look at the packages that they offer, and look at cotton, and it will tell us, look, we need planter, then we need this for the bale, so we need a cedar, we need a harvester, so we need a cotton harvester. Probably not best to drive into a tree. I would advise against it in most cases, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going to need a couple of different types of harvesters, one for grain, one for cotton. We don't really need to focus too much on grain at the moment because I don't think that's something we need to worry about. Like I feel like we can do the grain field, obviously. It's nice to have the grain for the animals, but no, it's a lot. Let's just get the stone in here for now. Like, it's a lot of equipment to buy just for that little field where we could just go and probably spend a lot less to buy the actual wheat itself. We're going to dump this off. Fill that up. Let's just have a quick look in the production chain before we go to bed. I'll make sure everything's fine. So, enough water, yes, yes, yes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. Probably put some more water in there, but overall, it's all good. We're just going to jump out and open this gate. That's going to make life easier for us. We're also going to just drop this here for now. Go and grab the water. Mainly just to make sure the gold keeps producing overnight. Awesome. That is full, and it's free water, which means less costs, and we always like less costs. Just need to drive that round here. Dump the water into there. And then we can drive around here, dump the water into there, clear out the flowers that are already... I think we're selling flowers now, so I don't even think flowers are a problem anymore. Yeah, flowers aren't even a problem anymore. Like, that is... much easier to do this. I think we changed the flowers from selling to storing because we want to store those. So with that being said, we'll load, I think tomorrow we'll load all of these up. Might be 2 trips that we have to make, but yeah, there's a lot of flowers here to sell. That can be a tomorrow job. That is all good. Stick that over here. We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff to do here. Weeds crime we've got to fix. Feed the dog. What a day. Busy, busy day. But we're good. We're good. So let's get some sleep. And then tomorrow we'll just start expanding. We'll get the silo down. We'll get all of that part finished. We'll get the other field finished. And then we'll look at what's next. But yeah. Welcome to year 3, ladies and gentlemen.